Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Beit El Gala Dinner. You know, every time I take a walk in the hills surrounding Beit El, I just love the scenery, can't get enough of it. I literally get chills down my spine when I remember that the prophet Amos stood here on these mountains and he prophesied the desolation and he said the return will happen. V'shafti et shvut ami Yisrael. I will bring back the captivity of my nation Israel. Uvanu arim nishamot v'yashavu. And we will build the desolated towns and they will be inhabited. Well, in Beit El, that started 50 years ago when the IDF liberated this region in the Six-Day War. And 40 years ago, Ketzler with the founding families came and they faced off with a totally barren hill, just like the one behind me. A lot of rocks and zero infrastructure. This year marks a new era for the town of Beit El. The U.S. administration no longer condemns construction starts here. We have launched an unprecedented blitz of construction. 3 enormous projects to the tune of $20 million to bring more housing to the residents and to expand our institutions. Today, it's clear to the entirety of the Israeli public, Beit El forever. Beit El is here to stay. Ladies and gentlemen, our biggest construction project is taking place right here on this spot, the Gluck Israel Defense Forces Preparatory Academy. We're building 2 enormous buildings. One will be the Beit Midrash, the classroom building and administrative offices, and the other building will be the dormitory, the Chadarocha, the dining room, and of course the fitness center, which good soldiers need. This project is a $14 million project, and it's with your help that it's happening. At the Gluck IDF Preparatory Academy, we take students from disadvantaged homes in Israel. We build their character, their self-esteem. We imbue within them a love for the Jewish people, a burning desire to serve their country. And then these students come out and go into the elite commando units of the Army. Let's take a look and see how that happens.
שנה מאוד מאוד חזקה, כאילו, מכל מיני דברים שעברתי, כל מיני דברים שגם לא רציתי לעבור, קיבלתי. אתה מבין דברים שאתה לא הבנת לפני.
אתה בתחילת שנה זרמת עצבים על כל דבר, ואתה כבר לא שם.
הייתי בערך בין 10 וחצי אולי. לילה אחד באים מספרים, אבא שלך בא, היה תאונה פגע וברח, נהרג, הלך. אתה לא יודע איך לקבל את זה בהתחלה, אתה לא מבין. אתה אומר, טוב, אולי הצילו אותו. בבית חולים יכול להיות, הוא בן אדם חזק. אתה מבין אחרי כמה זמן שזהו, אין אותו, כאילו, הוא לא יחזור, הוא לא יגיד לך שלום, לא ייפרד ממך, אין כלום, כאילו. אז יש את ההתפרצויות שבאות והולכות, וזה יתגבר עם הזמן. פה קיבלתי כאילו חוויה מתקנת, בוא נדבר על זה ככה.
זה מה שאני עושה עכשיו בדיוק.
מה, לחייך? לא מרגיש שאתה לחייך, נו מה?
יותר גדול. הצעד הבא שלך זה תרגילי חיוך. יש?
יש. אחד הדברים שלמדתי פה זה סבלנות וכעס, יותר לקחת דברים כאילו באיזי, יותר בחיוך ויותר לצחוק על זה מאשר להתלונן.
הם יזיעו, הם יישברו, הם יקומו, והם יפתחו אופי ואישיות, שבשלב הראשון יעזור להם מאוד להגיע להישגים גבוהים בצבא, לסיירות, לקצונה, לפיקוד, זה הגשמת חלום. כשאני מקבל טלפונים מהצבא, מתלמידים שלנו, שהם מפקדים, והם אומרים, וואלה, הרב, החבר'ה שלכם בבסיס מביאים כבוד. אני גאה להגיד שאני מבחינת בית אל, זה קידוש השם.
There's a special moving story behind the Beit Midrash of the Academy here, and that is Larry and Sue Zeifman from Toronto called up Ketzler and connected us to a Holocaust survivor, Abi Uzad.
In 1939, I had a family of 122 people, me included. By 1945, okay, there was only 3 of us left.
With tears in his eyes, he stated his last will and testament before he passed away a few months ago. And he said he wanted the sanctuary of the new Beit Midrash building to be named in his memory, and he gave us the kickstart money for this project. Together with you, we'll make his project come true and finish the building.
שזאת
תהיה המלחמה האחרונה.
This, I was crying.
Exactly 1 year ago, we migrated from our old Beit Midrash, which you can see, and we moved here to the new building, the new Beit Midrash. It's a beautiful edifice. It's the crown of Beit El today. And right now we're putting finishing touches on the landscaping to make this a beautiful campus of the Beit El Yeshiva Center. You know, Ketzler has one rule that he's kept all the years that I've been in Beit El, and that's never let the construction stop. So look right across the valley here, you see we're building now 20 apartment units for new families to come be absorbed into Beit El institutions. This is another thing adding to our construction blitz this year. Another huge development is that the Prime Minister of Israel, Bibi Netanyahu, has just approved 300 housing units to be built in Beit El. This will boost the population of Beit El by 23%.
בבית אל נקשר גורלו של עם ישראל לארץ ישראל. מבית אל יוצאת תורה, מבית אל יוצאת גם בשורה. בשורת ההתיישבות, ובהזדמנות הזאת אני אתן לכם עוד בשורה. בקרוב מאוד אנחנו נאשר עוד 300 יחידות דיור לבית אל.
I'm just coming out of the building, the Beit El Yeshiva Boys High School, B'nai Tzvi. It's really an incredible institution that's highly sought after. The competition to get in here is very high. The students learn Torah until actually the afternoon, and then they learn secular subjects. One of our bigger construction projects that's already been going on for several months is adding a new floor to the B'nai Tzvi dormitory, 80 new beds to increase the student body to have a bigger and better institution. And wherever we find construction in Beit El, we're pretty likely to find Yoel Tzor. Yoel in himself embodies the story of Beit El. His wife and his 10-year-old son were murdered 21 years ago just outside of Beit El on the road. Arabs fired bullets into their car and they died in front of his eyes. Yoel rose from that catastrophe, and today he leads all of the construction in Beit El institutions.
כמו שאמרנו לפני 21 שנה כשרצחו את איתה ואפרים, אנחנו אז אמרנו שהתשובה הניצחת לטרור זה בניין. תשובה הנכונה והנקמה וממילא גם הנחמה.
Ladies and gentlemen, so you see a revolution happening in Beit El. You see the building of the Torah, you see the building of the land, and the secret to our success happens right here in the Beit Midrash, the learning of Torah in the land of Israel. And all of this is because of you. This beautiful, magnificent Beit Midrash is because of the American friends of Beit El and all of you who have come tonight. We're here to have a good time. We're here to rejoice. And of course, our leaders, Mr. and Mrs. Eugene Gluck, and their children, Barbara, Rosie, and Sydney. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and thank you for your continued warmth and support.